A very wonderful morning to you this morning. Is a pleasant day, which I believe is gonna be another peaceful, profitable day for every one of us. All right. How is your side? Lagos this morning, at least Ikeja area of Lagos is cool. We had a light shower over the night. Hope your side is as cool as the day open. All right. So just give me 1 or 2 minutes. Let me just share my screen and then we get started. It's another month, it's another day. Happy new month once again. It's beautiful coming online here. Let's join this session. Let's wait for okay, the participants are increasing. All right. So just 1 or 2 minutes and then we keep the ball rolling. All right. Okay. So okay, I know you can't see my screen for now. So okay, just sharing it. Okay. All right. But please confirm if you can see my screen. Okay. All right. Okay, okay, you will see it now. You will see it now. Okay, I believe it is up for everyone to see now. All right, so today is that's it. Today is Tuesday. Today is Wednesday. Oh. Don't mind me. It's the second working day. Okay, all right. So on Monday, we had a very surprising move on Wednesday, on Monday rather. We had a very surprising move based on the ISM manufacturing PMI that came out. I know for the first time since 2022, we had a data that shows that there is an expansion in the industry. Anything below 50 is a sign of contraction, but anything above 50 is a sign of expansion. And then it made dollar to become firm. So we saw indices market and other stuff going down the ladder. But yesterday as well, we still saw the market move more in the bearish direction. At least we are more bullish for the dollar, at least at the initial stage of the day. All right. But today, I was saying to somebody yesterday that this week will be a oh, you can't hear my sound. Hold on. Please, if you can hear me clearly, please can I see you indicate? Can you hear me? Sound is clear. All right, thank you. Thank you. Okay, thank you. All right. So, I was telling someone yesterday that this week is one of the best weeks that you might want to trade because almost every day you have one or two news that is driving the market. And with the way things are now, there will be all these kind of movements that you may not even have any data to it as to why we are having such movement, but it's because there is a kind of arc data that is already in the atmosphere driving the workers. What do I mean? For example, now remember when the last FOMC, it was stated that although interest rate was not increased, that they were looking at having a trade cut by the end of the year. But then the narrative is beginning to change as we are seeing because that statement was more dovish than hawkish then. Now we are beginning to see see a kind of change in narrative because instead of the expected three cuts tier, we are three cut we are expecting. They are beginning to say that we may not have up to that three cut. We may be expecting just like two cuts, meaning that there is a kind of hawkish direction that the Federal Reserve is trying to go. You understand? And that means the expected interest rate cut might not even happen as early as June as projected. We may be looking at July again. We'll be looking at July again. So that is driving the cost to another quarter, all right? Taking it to another quarter. At least this second quarter, we expect that okay, the first interest rate cut from the US zone should happen as early as June. All right. So, but we may see it change. Now, I need us to please morning market review. We call it morning market review. Okay, morning market review. So what we are still doing is still part of morning market review. People should not be too quick expecting entry positions. No, no, that will not make a better trader out of us. Right. So that so the narrative is beginning to change. So we'll be seeing things, that will drive the market. That will drive the market. Now, if you check your chart yesterday, I'm going to switch to the chart. But before I switch to chart, I was going to say something that if you check your chart, you will see that dollar has almost done a kind of 70-75 recovery from the loss that it made since last December. All right, so I'm going to share my screen so that we see what is happening and how we can also, because most of us here, we are intraday traders. Okay, that's why we love to take trades that will profit us within the day. But if you are the type that you love to trade as a swing trader, or you are more of a position trader, well, all this analysis would make sense. You might want to hold your trade for a long time, knowing the direction. Now, okay, I'm talking to my. Let me show my share my screen. Look at today is April April 3, Wednesday. So today we'll be having ADP non-farm employment change at 1:15, and by 2:45 we have a medium impact news, finance services PMI, and then come 3 p.m. ISM services PMI will have the data released as well. Then the Federal Chair, Jerome Powell, would also be speaking at 5:10. Okay, so it's going to be a very beautiful trading day. Trust me, a very beautiful trading day. So you see the market move. Move. All right. Okay. That is for that. So let me share my screen so that we look at the market. I was going to show you something concerning the US dollar. All right. So let me share another screen. Okay, it's trying to load. Just a minute, it's trying to load. Okay. All right. Okay, I hope you can all see my screen. Okay. I hope you can all see my screen. Okay, thank you. Now look at greetings to you, Mr. Joe. All right. So look at US index, look at dollar index, and look at the performance. Now, this is on daily time frame now. On daily time frame. The last time it got to this high was February. Was February this year. But look at the highest high for this index, at least based on what you can see on this screen now, is around 2023. 2023 year. From December, it started plummeting. As a matter of fact, November, the fall was heavy in December that you got to this low. But look at it, steadily from January, it began to go up again to recover strength. Remember, we don't need to go back to the explanations, but if you know the explanation, if you know history, history will equip you for to understand what's it called, the future as well. Because somehow history tends to repeat itself. Remember, I kept saying over and over that every December, dollar would always fall. And that's what we had here. That's what we had here. But every year, there will always be one excuse or the other as to why dollar is falling. But every December, dollar would always fall. You understand? However, the recovery started in January, where it went up all the way. But by mid-February, it began to fall again. But now it has picked up with a change of character right from this point, all right, going up all the way again. Now, look at it, got to the ISI for this year. And you can see it getting rejected here again. Now, look at it. It has recovered over 50%, of whatever it did last year, meaning there is the possibility of having a stronger dollar in weeks, months to come, especially if the Federal Reserve sticks to their hawkish position. Now, nobody is expecting to have a kind of increased interest rate, as most nations are looking at cutting interest rates. Most nations. However, if inflation persists to be on the what's called strong side, you may be seeing the Federal Reserve tilting in the direction of at least increasing it a bit, though that is not in the picture now. But with the way things are going, the narrative is tending towards that part. Initially, people, so look at it now. In December, people expected a kind of early interest rate cut as early as March. The reason for which we saw dollar plummet heavily in December. Now, by January, the narrative changed that we may not be seeing it increase. So the narrative change in favor of the dollar, it started picking up strength until we saw the dovish sentiment against it. Now we are seeing it going up again. So what I'm saying is this: data will be released. Let us prepare ourselves, irrespective of the direction. Prepare yourself to taking advantage of the market, and that is why you should know how to set traps for the market. As a matter of fact, beyond the entries that we give here, please hope you are following my story. My story is not boring. I'm trying to equip you with information. You understand? Please let me confirm. Let me confirm if my story is not boring you. I know some people are waiting for entries. But don't wait for entries. I want you to be able to repeat your results. All right, even when we do not have sessions. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Okay. 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 Thank you for liking my story. All right. So let's yes, thank you. The story is greater than the entries. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. But because I just want us to have something to equip ourselves with. All right. So let me start with US index this morning. Let me start with US index this morning. So the rejection we saw yesterday on daily time frame. This is the interpretation of it on 1 hour time frame. So dollar was a sell trade, a sell market yesterday. We saw it plummet, and it was necessary. It was necessary for those who have understood the language of technical trading, that when we see an instrument gets to a new high, it is expected that you see a kind of retracement, and that's what happened here. That's what happened yesterday. It got to the highest high for this year again, and then it retraced. It was normal. It was normal. If anybody understood it, one will have positioned himself for a sell trade on US index. Okay, on US index. That is for that. So this morning it has begun to pick up strength again. And I'm still going to look at it, still trying to push up again to see go over to test this verified resistance. So I'm going to ask you to go in for a buy trade on US index this morning. Going for a buy trade if it's able to break above this mild resistance above 8, which is going to do actually. It's going to break above it. Once it breaks above this mild resistance at 104.616, 104.616, going for a buy trade on US index at 104.616, going for a buy trade on US index, and take it to this verified resistance as well. Take it to the verified resistance as well. You can take a profit around 104.819, around 104.819. So it's going to break this resistance, this 23.6 fib level. It's going to break above it, then follow it up all the way to 104.819. So let me take it again. So for US index this morning, so you might want to pay yourself to go in for a buy stop at 104.616, and then take the trade up all the way to around the verified resistance at 104.819. And once it does that, except there is at least before the 115, when we would have any high impact news, and then we start to see a breakout. price is still going to respect this structure. Once it gets to this place, please follow it with a sell, because it will be rejected. There is a verified resistance. It will be rejected around this region again until there is a piece of information that can give you strength to break above this verified resistance and then go up all the way again in its recovery journey. All right, you know, dollar is still in its recovery state rather. It has not recovered from the sell it had in November and December 2023. So it is still in the recovery stage. And in the recovery stage, it's going to break above this 23.6 fib level here. And once it breaks above it, it's going to pick you up at 104.616, then take it up all the way to 104.819. And once it gets here, price will be rejected here again around this region. So prepare for a sell trade. Once it starts going down, follow it as well. However, you might want to do this before 1:15 or 3 o'clock when we have the high impact news. You might want to do it before that time, so that so that there won't be any news that will cause a kind of breakout, which may further give strength to the dollar. All right. By 5:15, the one I'm expecting to really drive the dollar either upward or downward is the testimony of Jerome Powell. It's his speech, which you know is going to cause some tremor in the market. All right. That is for US index this morning. Okay, so on that note, let's look at Euro USD. Let's look at Euro USD this morning. Now, so Euro definitely. Now look at what Euro is doing. You know, as at the time that three cut rate was projected towards US interest rate, we had a bigger one projected as, okay, I think the figure was for US it was 80 or 85 basis point cut, while 90 or 95 basis point cut was projected as a kind of interest rate cut we expect to come out from the Eurozone. And they have been maintaining a kind of dovish sentiments for some weeks now. The reason for which you see that Euro has been coming down weak against the dollar. Now, this is Euro USD now on day time frame. If you look at it here now, the month of March was not a very good one, even for Euro. For Euro trading against the dollar, you can see that it was a downward movement for Euro. Although dollar didn't do so much well like that from mid-February till March, but you can see that Euro still plummeted against the dollar all through March, because this you will count it as a kind of monthly loss for Euro compared to the dollar. Now, on daily time frame, on 1 hour time frame, look at it here. The retracement we saw on dollar led to the upward move that on Euro USD. So it was a bullish trade for Euro yesterday. Why today? You know, I expected that we would have a kind of bullish run on US index. If that expectation is sustained, that means we should expect a bearish move and a bearish run on Euro USD this morning. So on that note, I'm going to be asking us to prepare for a sell trade. If price successfully breaks below this 23.6 fib level, which is serving as a support level here, I'm going to ask us to go in for a sell. If price breaks below 1.07536, 1.07536, you can set a sell stop around that region at 1.07536. Set a sell stop at 1.07536. Okay, and you can take your profit around price region 1.07268, 1.07268, 1.07268. Okay, so let me take it again. Now, set a sell trade, a sell stop at 1.07536, and you may look at taking your profit at 1.07268 right on Euro USD this morning. Okay, that is for that. I know some people will be thinking, okay, but this 20.6 level is a support level. Like if you take it on 30 minutes time frame, we will see the support region clearly spelled out. That is true, all right. But I expect it to break below, because if dollar continues and breaks above the 20.6 level, serving as a resistance here, trust me, the So very sorry about that. There was a break in transmission. So I will share my screen again so that we can continue from where we stopped. Thank you very much. All right, so all right. All right. Hope you can see my screen. Okay. So I was going to say something about this Euro USD that we should still look out for a sell trade. Because if you look at it here, I was going to say something about uh the RSI here. You can see a kind of divergence here. Look at this here and look at what we have here. Look at what we have here. Look at what we have here. And when you have something like this, trust what is happening here more on the RSI, right? Than uh, than the things that you see on the chart. You understand? So we expect more of a sell trade. You understand? Expect more of a sell trade at this yeah. Yeah. So what I'm saying is this. So only going for a sell trade, right? So that one will not be caught in the web, right? Only going for a sell trade. If price breaks below this 23.6 fib level, conveniently, once it breaks below it, it's going to come down here, right? So it to come down to the next support level before it starts picking up and to go back up again. All right. So we still have enough room for price to trade all the way down to this oversold region. As of now, price is still away from it. So it still has enough room to still trade towards it. So what I'm saying is prepare for a sell trade on Euro USD this morning. And once it breaks it, for those who have always heard me doing live session, this gospel I've always preached. It is gospel of you don't need to wait for TP before you take your profits. All right. Once you've used good volume and you've made good money, except you are, and if you are a position trader, you are not concerned with any form of what's called a minor retracement or something moving against you, since you know you are staying in the market for a longer time and it is necessary for you to have a kind of drawdown if market is doing what it does. Okay. So for a buy trade, in case market does not go in this direction, I'm just going to give you I'm just going to give you a buy stop. I'm going to give you a buy stop right here. If price goes up and breaks this weak resistance, you can go in for a buy trade at 1.07817, 1.07817, 1.07817. Going for a buy trade at 1.07817. Of course, you know that there is let me see how many if you can how many pieces can we take between here and here. Okay, we can still see up to it's like 12 pips. 12. I really do not favor a buy trade right from this place. I just wanted to give you this. Okay. You just be like a 13 pips. Okay, 12, 13 pips. Well, if you can manage it, all right. If you can manage it, so good. You can manage it good. You can just go in at 1.07817, 0.07817. That's about, but I am pitching my tents with the BS this morning. All right. That is for that. So now let's look at UJ this morning, USD JPY this morning. Let's look at UJ this morning, USD JPY. And I think I should also try and look, because this is a morning session. Let me try and do some of these GBP pairs as well. Let me see. Let me first go to GBP USD. Let's see what's happening on GBP USD, since we know this market moves more early in the morning, and okay. Now look at it. Look at this particular trade now. GBP USD broke below. It just broke this 20.6 fib level, all right? And on 30 minutes time frame, you will see a kind of a kind of support around this region, meaning that if this particular trade is still very much possible for you to come to test this proven support region here. Now, I'm going to ask you because it is a sort of trap for you to go in for an instant sell now. But then, you may just position yourself. You just position yourself to just go in for a sell trade on GBP USD if it trades below 1.25591. If it goes there, just follow it down to the next support level, all right? 1.25591, 1.25591, 1.25591, 1.25591, 1.25591. All right, 1.25591. Let it let it get there before you take a sell on GBP USD this morning. 1.25591, and then you can just have as your TP. Okay, you can have as your TP 1.25463, 1.25463. So to go in for a sell trade on GBP USD, just go in at 1.25591 and take your profit at 1.2463. Now the current candle is trying to form a bullish candle to trade up all the way. If it goes up and trades to this resistance level, this verified resistance level at 1.25771, follow it with a sell. Follow it with a sell. Let me say it again. If this current candle trades up all the way to 1.25771, follow it with a sell. That means you can set a sell limit at 1.25771. You can set a sell limit at 1.25771. All right. Alternatively, set a sell stop at 1.25591. 1.25591. 1.25591. Yes, someone will ask, for me to take a sell limit here, that means price has to buy up to that point. Yes. If you are not risk averse, you can join a buy trade. However, be mindful of this dynamic resistance that we have in this trend line here. There's a dynamic resistance here, so you might be caught. All right, you might be caught. But if you are not risk averse, going for a buy will not be an issue. All right. So, but I'm with the BS this morning on GBP USD. On GBP USD. Thank you, Mr. Dave. Thank you, Mr. Dave. Thank you for dropping this. All right. All right. Thank you. Thank you. That's a great one. That's for GBP USD. So let me see if I can see GBP JPY. GBP JPY. Let's see what's happening on GBP JPY. Okay. All right. So on GBP JPY, this morning on 1 hour time frame, that is a clear move of you, a clear trade for you to prepare for a sell trade right around this region. Once price gets to 190.749, this strong close resistance will reject it, and then we see it come down. We see. Now we know this trend line this is an uptrend on 1 hour time frame here. It has each time it tests this trend line, it pushes up, pushes up. So this one is looking at coming to test it. But before it comes to test it, we may see this particular candle coming to test this strong close resistance. So prepare for a sell trade. Right here at 190.749, 190.749 on GBP JPY. On GBP JPY, prepare for a sell trade at 190.749. So a sell limit will be in order. All right. So for a possible buy trade, you just prepare yourself, because if this current candle comes over to test this region as well, if it's going to sell in 20 minutes time, this candle will close. In 20 minutes time, this candle will close. So if it goes further, without it buying up to that 190.749 region, what it will just do is to come down to test this trend line again to get a momentum to push up again. So what I'm going to ask you to do is prepare for a buy limit. Right at 190.550. 190.550. So it's a buy limit at 190.550 and a sell limit at 190.749. A buy limit at 190.550 and then a sell limit at 190.749. So you can use these entries as their TPs. if you understand what I mean. So for a buy limit, you can use this place as your sell as your TP. You can use the entry for the sell limit as your entry. Then why for the sell limits, you can use the entry for the buy limit as your TP. Do we get it? Do we get it? So, but then my preference is that take a sell limit. This particular candle is tending towards the buy position and it will be rejected around this region. So take a sell limit. Take a sell limit at 190.749. So lastly on currency, let me look at Euro GBP. Let me look at Euro GBP before we go to the word of commodity. So let's look at Euro GBP. Now, if you look at what Euro GBP has been doing, there is a dynamic resistance here. A dynamic resistance here through this Fibo contour here. Look at it. When price got here, it was rejected, and price is tending towards this place now. We may see it get rejected as well. So it will still be a case of. So this is what I'm going to do. So because so that it will not just be a thing of it getting a trigger and then breaking above it, because the possibility is for it to still now. If you can see my screen very well, you can see this pink is it this pink or whatever it is. This is the place that we expect this recovery to get to. All right, this is the place we expect it to get to this recovery. All right, so there is an expectation for a breakout around this region. So if there is going to be any buy stop at all, if there's going to be any buy stop at all, it will be around this region. There will be any buy stop at all to be around region of 0.85746. But I am not looking for a buy stop this morning. At the end of the day, the breakout will happen, right? The breakout will happen. But at least before 1 p.m., before 12 p.m., we should see this particular instrument trading and getting rejected around this region of price level 0.85724. So I will not ask you to set a sell limit so that it will not trigger. I'm going to ask you to do a sell once price hits this region and start selling. Just follow it. Please do we get it? Don't set a sell limit so that you will not be caught. Prepare for a sell once price hits this dynamic resistance at 0.85724. Once price hits it and it starts selling, please follow it. Follow it with a sell, with an instant execution sell. However, you can prepare and set a buy stop here. You can set a pending order at 0.85746. If it breaks this resistance level, this dynamic resistance level, then we are sure that it's still going to trade up all the way to the verified resistance. That's why I said do not set a sell limit as a pending order, so that it won't be a case of having a kind of a double entry getting triggered. All right. So just prepare. If price hits this resistance level at 0.85724 and it starts selling, please follow it with an instant sell. But should it fail to sell and break that resistance level, that's when your buy stop will be in order at 0.85746. And of course, if it goes up all the way, follow it up all the way and take your profit at 0.85850. 0.85850. I need to be sure that this thing is not confusing. Did anybody get what I just explained here on Euro GBP? Did anybody get it here? All right. Okay. Thank you. All right. Thank you. So please, hold on 1 minute. I want to change a network in case there might be a kind of a momentary stuff. So I just needed to, in case. All right. I think we can continue. All right. All right. Okay. I think we can continue. All right. So that is for it. Then that's for Euro GBP. So let's look at oil this morning. Okay. On oil this morning, this is a good setup. This is a good setup for a sell trade on oil this morning. But it's just that my concern is that, and you can see, okay, and you can see that oil Brent, not WTI, Brent oil, the one with oil plus, not WTI, right? Okay. So you can see you can see that price has got to this verified resistance. Let me see it on 30 minutes time for perhaps the entry will be clearer here. Okay, in fact, it's a clear sell trade. Oil at least on one that has been doing some good buy moves, good buy moves. But let me just so that one will not be caught. Then this is a support level we have here. This let me change this. This is a support. Let me just change it to, let's say, red. So this is a support level we have here, right? So once it breaks this support, I'm going to ask you to go in for a sell trade at price level. Let me now change it back to, okay. So once it breaks this support level right here, I'm going to ask you to go in for a sell trade at price level 88.82. It's 8.82. Going for a sell trade at 88.82. And then we can look at taking oil is very profitable, very, very, very profitable, very, very profitable. All right, you can go in for your trade at 88.82 and take your profit at 88.53. Or you may, if you wish, you can take it down to this support level if you wish. All right, but you can take your profit at 88.53. That is for the sell trade on oil. I see it selling more. Well, technically speaking, it's just that oil does not respect technicals as much as other instruments. Okay. Now for a buy trade, if oil is able to, and this will give you, it will give you money. It looks small, but it will give you money. It looks tight, but it will give you money. Okay. Right. So for a buy trade, alternatively, just for a buy stop, you just set it at 89.15, and take your profit at 89.31. 9.31. But I am for the bears this morning on oil. I am for the bears this morning on oil at 88.82. 88.82. So let's take our profit at 88.53. That is for oil. 88.82 and then TP at 88.53. Okay. Quickly, let's look at gold. Quickly, let's look at gold this morning. Let's look at gold this morning. So gold building on the weakness and the retracement we saw yesterday. So yesterday, it rallied very well yesterday, even up to this morning before it started coming down. And the possibility is still very much there for it to still sell this morning. But then, technically speaking, since we know it reacts to whatever happens to the dollar. Okay, so I'd like us to do this. Let me see this. Perhaps I will see what I'm looking for on 30 minutes time frame. Okay, okay, okay. All right, because I was going to say that you may prepare for a buy limit. You may prepare for a buy limit right here. You may prepare for a buy limit right here on oil. I'm sorry, on gold this morning. Prepare for a buy limit, but I do not, just like I explained on Euro JPY. I want us to be careful, right? So let me do this. So prepare for a buy trade, not a buy limit. If price comes to 2267.78, 2267.78, and price changes and start going up all the way, please go in for a buy. Let me say it again. Don't set a buy limit so that you will not be caught. Don't set the buy limit so that you will not be caught. But should the current candle keep selling and sells down to 2267.78 and then it changes direction to start buying, please follow it with a buy. I'm actually tempted to give you a buy limit, but I'm also aware of the fact that it can break this 23.6 people level since it is a minor retracement level. It is a minor retracement level, so it can easily break it. You understand me? That's why I'm going to give you a sell stop right here. So the pending order I'm going to give you will be a sell stop. Why? For instant execution, you should only take a buy trade, an instant execution buy, if price gets to 2267.78 and then it starts buying up. Just join the buy trade with an instant execution buy. You understand? With an instant execution buy, just join it and then go up all the way. But I'm also aware of the fact that it can break these support levels that we are having here. If it does do that, just set a pending order for a sell trade at 2262.17. 2262.17. Take a sell trade at 2262.17, and you can look at taking your profit right here at price level 2251.24. 2251.24. So let me repeat myself again. I am looking out for a buy, but not a buy limit in case price breaks, because it's looking at the possibility is there for it to break it. But if it does not break it and then price changes and keeps on buying, right? Just join the buy trade with an instant execution buy. But should it break these support levels we are seeing here and then keep selling, just position yourself for a pending order at 2262.17. 2262.17, and then take your tip profit at 2251.24. That is for gold this morning. All right, that's for gold this morning. So let's look at indices market this morning. Indices market this morning. Right. Okay, so we start with US 100. We start with US 100. So this, for the past how many days now? Yesterday and on Monday, it was a bearish market for the indices market, right? And though yesterday it tried to do a kind of recovery, which really didn't last, because this morning it opened bearish as well. So on US 100 this morning, now I'm going to ask you to prepare for a buy, if price is able to break above price region 18313.58, 18313.58, 18313.58. Only that, for those who have understood the language of what's it called, of technical trading, you would realize that the possibility is there. This trend line has been serving as a support for price to push up again. That the possibility is there for me to go to take a buy trade here, or if I may, I don't know why I feel like doing it this morning. I feel like doing that this morning. Let me see it on lower time frame. Okay. Yeah. Now on lower time frame, which on lower 15 minutes, which is for scalping, 15 minutes or 5 minutes. For those of you who scalps, 15 minutes and 5 minutes are the best time frame for you to scalp. 15 minutes, 5 minutes are the best time frame for you to scalp. But let me do this. Let me go on lower time frame. It will give you quick profit. It will give you quick profit. So I'm going to give you entries on 5 minutes this morning. 5 minutes this morning on US 100. I think I do it only on what's it called? I do it only on live session. So, but on US 100 this morning, so only do a sell if price trades below 18253. 18253. Do a sell at 18253. Do a sell there at 18253. Do a sell at 18253. It will give you, it will trigger quickly for you, and then you can look at taking your profit. That means at the same time, that means the profit margin will not be that heavy as well, right? So do a sell at 18253.37, 18253.37, and take your profit at 18227.83, 18227.83. Then 18253.37 and take your profit at 18227.83 this morning, since what we are looking for is a profit, right? Then for a buy trade, I'm just going to ask you to go in for a buy at 18297.19, 18217.19, and then let's look at taking profit at 18320.84, 18320.84. Let me take it again. For a sell trade, going in at 18,253.37, 18,253.37, and let's take our profit at 18,227.83. That's for a sell trade. Then for a buy trade, going at 18,297.19 and take your profit at 18,320.84. That is for US 100, and that's the only one I will be doing on 5 minutes. So let's look at US 30, and let me go on 1 hour time frame there. Okay. Or a kind of similar structure we are having here. A similar structure we are having here. So I'm going to ask us. I'm going to ask us. I'm going to ask us to do a. Let's prepare for a good buy right here. Now, if it breaks this, now look at this spot here, this spot here, this technical support here. If it breaks, it's going to come here. Prepare for a buy limit. A buy limit at 393.74. A buy limit at 393.74. 393.74. A buy limit at 393.74. That is for US 30. And at the same time, I'm going to also give you a buy stop as well. Oh, people said they didn't get the buy for US 100. The buy for US 100 is at 18,297.19. 18,297.19 and TP at 18,320.84. For your sell trade, 18,253.37. 18,253.37 and your TP at 18,227.83. 18,227.83. This is an index. If you use good volume, you don't need to wait for TP. You make your good money. All right. So back to US 30. I first gave us a buy limit at 393.74. If it breaks this Fibonacci contour that is serving as a support here, it will come down to 393.74. Is a buy limit. Set it there. However, for a pending order on it. Okay. Increasingly, I might even need to change my mind. All right. See, if you are not risk averse, please, you may prepare. You just take an instant buy. It will push up again. Take an instant buy on US 30. It will not give you immediate profit, but hold it. It will go back in profit. Just take an instant buy, and then it will take you back in profit. Please take it again. An instant buy, then it will take you in profit again. Just take it on 30 minutes time frame. But if you are doubting, just prepare for your own buy limit at 39412. But an instant buy will do. Because you go back in profit. Though if you take that instant buy, you will not see immediate profit too. Because I know some people will start saying it's in negative. Yes, it will be negative. But if you want to be careful, just take a buy limit rather at 39412. But an instant buy will do. But if you want to be careful, okay. If you want to be careful, you just wait for a buy limit at 39412, but an instant buy will do. Okay. All right. So that's for your TP on that US 30. Your TP on that US 30 can just take your profit around here at 39514. That'll be for your TP. Okay, that's for it. You are using buy stop for US 100. You are using buy stop and sell stop. Yes. Okay. Quickly, let me see. Let me just do 2 more. I will do US 2000 and I will do DIV 40. Okay. US 2000. US 2000 has become my friend lately. It has become my friend because it turned up well, giving profit. But only for those who have good capital to hold their trade. If you have 200K, 500K, they are not so much good enough for you to hold. You can trade them, or you can trade US 2000 with it, but just that it is dangerous. All right, it's dangerous. So for a quick one, it's already 9 o'clock. Okay, so for a buy trade on US 30, US 2000 rather, this morning, just going as 2078.0, 2078.0, 2078.0, go in for your buy trade at 2078.0, and then let's look at us taking our profit at, you can still take it up all the way. Let's look at us taking our profit at 2081.7. 2081.7. I deliberately gave it that distance. You don't need to wait. Don't need to wait for 2078.0. If you use, I'm not saying instant execution, no. Buy stop. Set the buy stop. 2078. 2078.0. All right. Oh, this is 1 hour. This is 5 minutes time frame. I thought I was on 1 hour. Oh, okay. Since I have started with it, so I can as well continue. Okay. So this is on 5 minutes time frame. That means it's going to be a very quick one. So 2078.0, 2078.0, and then take your profit at 2081.7. I thought I was on 1 hour. Okay. So let me adjust it so that people, for those who are not fast setting instrument setting trades, for those who are not fast setting trades, let me adjust it so that more people can take advantage of it. I thought I was on 1 hour. Okay. So look at going for a buy. If you have not joined your instant buy, if you are not taking instant buy would have done. If you are not taking instant buy, going for a buy trade at 2078.5, 2078.5, and take your profit as 2081.7. You can do an instant buy or you can do an instant buy or do a buy stop at 2078.5, an instant buy or a buy stop at 2078.5, and then take your profit at 2081.7. It will give you good profit. That is US 2000 for you. It will give you good profit. In fact, do the instant buy. It will give you good profit. A very good one. A very good one it will give you. All right. And then the profit margin will be short. Since I'm on 5 minutes, it will be short. All right. Then for a sell trade on it, I'm going to ask you to only go in for a sell. Only do a sell if price trades below 2072, 2072.5. 2072.5. Only do a sell at 2072.5. That is sell stop. And then we take our profit at 2068.0. 2068.0. So an instant buy, follow it up. Or even if it goes negative, hold it. An instant buy, follow it up. It turns out well. US 2000 turns out well. You make your money. And then for a sell trade, uh, uh, just set a sell stop at 2072.5 and your TP at 2068.0, 2068.0. Then lastly, I'm just going to do DE 30, DE 40 this morning. All right. So this morning on this index, I'm going to ask us to look out for. Okay. Please. Let me see that. Okay. So I'm going to give us a buy stop and a sell stop as well. So a sell stop on D40 at 18537.7. 18537.7. 18537.7. A sell stop at 18537.7, and then take your profit at 18502.2. 18502.2. A sell stop at 18537.7. 18537.7, and take your profit at 18502.2. For a buy stop, let's look at going at 18598.2. 18598.2. 18598.2. And then we can look at taking our profit. I know this 38.2 level will militate against it, right? Come in. Let me see how we can. Okay. So we can still get some 31 29 pips here. Okay. So yeah, it's still very much profitable. So 18598.2 as your entry, 18598.2 as your entry, and take your profit at 18625.4. 18625.4. For a sell trade again, 18537.7 and your TP at 18502.2. I hope we got it. I hope we got it. Okay. That brings us to the close for today's morning market review. So we meet again this afternoon for a live session. In case you've not taken advantage of the Easter bonus, it closes on Friday. Let's take advantage of it. Let's make the money. Let's take the trade. The market is profitable. I believe we've learned one or two things this morning. Okay. So fund your account if you don't have sufficient capital. Trade responsibly and let's make the money in the market. Thank you, everybody, and let's have a very wonderful, wonderful trading day today.